Now, as you heard, we've put together an operation over the weekend in partnership with the Department of Transport and Main Roads, and can I also acknowledge the very, very, very good support from the Queensland Trucking Association and the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator in us undertaking this operation. The focus was to make sure that we can have confidence that our current border posture is appropriate in the current risk environment. So I'm just going to give you some figures first, and then I'll come to explaining what they mean. So during the period that I have the reporting for, 226 heavy vehicles were intercepted. We found that 83 of them did not have the appropriate border passes. Now that can include either a travel declaration pass, or if they were out of a hotspot, a border declaration pass, depending on where they have originated from. So in that examination of those figures, we found that 29 had come out of a hotspot without the appropriate pass. We were obliged to take enforcement action into a number of them. So 7 penalty infringement notices have been issued in relation to COVID breaches, and a further 13 traffic infringement notices for a variety of traffic offences, including speeding and fatigue management. What's disappointing about this is that once we've done our risk assessment of all these people, the risk was reasonably low. Only one person has been placed into hotel quarantine. That particular driver had completely falsified records, was not cooperative with our investigation, and in fact had come out of a hotspot and had stopped at the Chindera truck stop. So that person was placed into hotel quarantine. 1 or 2 others, and I'm waiting for a final collation of these figures, were refused entry and had to go out. All the others, it was a matter of working through with them and making sure that they had the appropriate pass, because they did have an exemption under the CHOS direction, so we were able to work it through with them. Nonetheless, those that blatantly do the wrong thing can expect enforcement action to be taken. Our initial approach was one of education and monitoring. That was changed over the weekend to one of engagement and enforcement, and that will continue. That's one of the points I want to make. This operation will continue for the foreseeable future until we can get the compliance we need out of this particular sector. I should also say that the onus is on the operator, the driver. So the way the directions work is that people crossing the borders, and that doesn't matter whether you're a truck driver or a normal member of the public, you must understand what your obligations are crossing our border coming into this state. People need to have in place the appropriate passes if they're coming out of the hotspot, a border declarations pass, or New South Wales for that matter, or otherwise a travel declaration pass. They are very important for contact tracing and very important for us being able to manage this risk. Yeah, he's gone into hotel quarantine. Yeah, that's the truck stop.